Hello folk, hi, Dee in the courts here. And I would just like to introduce you to a wonderful lady that I've been here in the courts with, supporting her in her case. A case that she's bringing to the court which is very important, not just to her and not just to me, but to everybody here in Ireland that has been dragged through this system for trumped up charges, where the Garda is not only the prosecutor but the investigator, and therefore she's going to explain to you exactly why she's taken this case to court. So what happened in the courtroom today, Cathy, was very, very important. Can you give a little synopsis of exactly what happened in the court today and what the court case is about? So over to you, Cathy. Would you like to introduce yourself to the people?
Hi, hopefully many of you know me now at this stage. Cathy Lynch. I ran as candidate with our good patriot Dee as well, and many other patriots. I've taken to actually fighting issues in the court system because I believe that this is the only place that we will get the justice we need, no matter how corrupt they are. If you have a good legal argument, you should win. I was dragged through the district courts, like many of us, on trumped up charges that the Gardaí seem to be able to control, because the Gardaí now are taking prosecutions in the district court. However, Article 30.3 is explicit. The Constitution is not normally explicit. It is vague because it's a living document. Article 30.3 is not vague. It states that any prosecution taken in the name of the people other than summary jurisdiction. Summary jurisdiction is the district court. It's a minor court. Our Constitution states that the DPP and the Gardaí cannot prosecute you in a district court in the name of the people. And because the Gardaí are taking cases in the name of the people in the district court, they're doing so unconstitutionally. That's why these district courts have become cattle markets, because the Gardaí not only investigate their own case, but can actually bring the prosecution without any oversight, I learned today, from the DPP. So it doesn't matter. They can bring in their own select investigation, as happened in my case. So now I'm bringing a judicial review arguing that they have no authority to drag you through the district court in the first place. What have they done? They've withdrawn the prosecution and are now today in the court saying that it's moot, which effectively means there is no longer a case to argue because there's no longer a prosecution. I am arguing that this is of public importance, extreme public importance, because for the last 50 years, the prosecutions in the district court in the name of the people have been unconstitutional. I think the judge does get my point, but the DPP are desperate for my case now to be thrown out. I believe it's a strong constitutional challenge. I think the judge seemed to believe that there are some merits to it. If I win in this case, it means that the summary prosecutions by the Gardaí and the DPP in the district court are all unconstitutional. Records need to be expunged and people need to be compensated for what they've done. You are entitled to trial in accordance with law. That is your constitutional right. The law does not allow the Gardaí and the DPP under Article 30.3 to prosecute in the district court. And the fact that they're prosecuting their own investigations, I claim, is bias as well.
So when you say the Garda prosecuting their own investigations, which in layman's terms means they're investigating the case, so therefore they have to find the evidence to suit their prosecution, so therefore he's biased in the case against you. So that's what you're challenging in the court for people with layman's terms to understand it. So this case is not only going to, it proven, be good for you, it'll be good for everybody that has been prosecuted by a Gardaí that done the investigation on his own case.
Yep. That's exactly it. You know, I mean, I could leave this now. You know, they withdraw the prosecution, but this is justice. This is justice, Dee, and this is justice for everybody, because I have seen the cattle market of the district court, and I have seen vulnerable people being dragged in there on trumped up charges that don't even meet the prima facie case, which means that if a jury saw them, and they would be able to decide, or heard the case, they would be able to decide beyond reasonable doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the cases the Gardaí bring are selective, and they're selective to fit in with their own investigation. I say that's bias. But the primary issue is that they don't have the authorisation to do it in the first place.
100%. And people, I hope you understand that. But I will keep you updated on this matter and on this case. What's the next date for this case, Kat?
The 4th of November, I have to go in front of Justice Cregan to argue whether my case is moot. I say, and I have supreme case law to back it up, that this is of supreme public importance, needs to be addressed, or they will continue to be evade their constitutional duties without review. I think it's a strong case, but the 4th of November we have to decide whether they want to throw it out or not.
Okay, and that's from me, Dee. I want to say thank you very much, Kat, for taking part in this to inform the people, and from Dee, from the court, over and out. Thank you, Kat.